welcome to the Comic Coach podcast, How to Have Impact in Leadership and Life, with yours truly, Stroud. This is my first episode and I'm very excited to be here. So I just wanted to share a little bit about what this podcast is really going to be about. Well, I am fascinated about how do people really create impact. And what I mean by impact is how do they show up so that they can really be all of themselves? How do they get to a place where, regardless of what they're doing, they know that the audience around them are responding, are listening to them, are engaged by them, are motivated by them. Now, this is going to be useful for you if you're in a place where you're thinking, wow, as a leader, I want to have better impact. I want to make sure that my messages land more effectively. There's going to be tips and tools for you. This podcast is also for you if you are somebody that's massively into personal development and is like, how do I create better impact for myself? Because for me, this has been a sort of journey of 20 plus years, which has led me to this place where I am genuinely fascinated about how different people create impact. So I'm going to be asking all of my guests. I've got some awesome guests from the world of entrepreneurship, from the world of business, from the world of comedy, from music, from arts, you name it. I get to meet awesome, cool people because I'm the comic coach. So I get to travel around and I'm going to interview all of these amazing people. And I'm going to be asking them really, really important questions all around them. The questions that nobody else asks them. I'm not going to be asking, what do you do? How do you become more successful? No. I'm going to be finding out who's really impacted them. I'm going to find out how do they look after themselves? How do they play? I'm going to be exploring all these different elements about how did they, as a human, create impact, first and foremost for themselves, but then also for other people. This podcast is going to change you. It's already going to change me. It already is, because it's made me think about, okay, as M, how do I create impact with my son? What messages am I telling him? With my wife, how do I create impact with her? And then when I think about all the different people that I work with, and for those of you that have just stumbled across this podcast, I've been working in the world of business for 20 years. I'm also a performer and do comedy, hence I'm the comic coach. And I'm fascinated with how do we land messages so that people hear what it is that we're saying? How do we create that ripple effect? How do we create more impact so that we can make the world a better place? Because let's face it, the world is not in the best place. And so I am on a mission to talk to all the people that are having awesome impact. I want to find out how they do it. I want to know what makes them tick. This is going to be a podcast where we're going to laugh a lot. We might cry a little bit as well, because that's also human. We're going to listen, we're going to learn, and my word, this is going to be an awesome journey. And I'm so pleased you're here with me. So indeed, dive in to the new episodes of the Comic Coach podcast with me, M. Stroud. I'm so pleased you're here with me.